is super exhausting, man. Oh my goodness. Anyway, this is the last fight. At least after this, I can rest. Um, let's get it. We start off with the record as usual, and then we'll get to the rest afterwards. WMMA, WMMA, WMMA. Macy Chiasson beat Penny Kianzad. I don't know if I'm actually saying that properly. Via submission in the second round. Um, I don't know what happened between her and Mazeni as well as Moras. I don't know what happened there. And then she lost to Landsberg. I don't know. Let's check her. Let's check her proper name. Renee the Reslord. Which LGBTQI member is better? I'm not gonna respond to that. I don't know. Lena Landsberg. I don't know how to take that one. I don't know what happened in this particular fight with versus Young. Um, and then she then beat Marion Renault. Um, I don't know. I think maybe pretty decent. I think Renee the Reslord. I think a slight edge to the French American lesbian. Guys, like, how am I going to get monetized when you say terrible things like that? Wow, I don't even know how to respond. Um, and then she lost to Raquel Pennington. It's still hard for me to believe that Raquel Pennington was a champion at one point. Women's MMA. She then beat Norma Dumont via split decision. That's actually quite impressive. Irrespective of who you thought won, I think the mere fact that she was able to, it didn't mean he. Like the fact that she was able to perform that way against Norma Dumont, you know, the dump truck resident athlete. What am I saying? What am I saying? So the fact that she was able to beat Norma Dumont is actually quite impressive. She then lost to Irene Aldana via TKO in the third round. Who was winning that fight actually? Because I remember Aldana just landed a crazy up kick to the liver, if I'm not mistaken, and she basically crumbled. So I can't remember who actually was dominating that fight. But I mean, losing to Aldana is not too bad. She's a former title contender, so I'm not going to be too mad at her for that. Um, she then beat Penny Kianzad. I mean, okay. She then beat Bruno Silva. You know what? I actually picked her to beat. Is it Bruno Silva? These girls' names. Mayra Bueno. I'm sorry for calling her Bruno Silva. Mayra Bueno Silva. She then beat Mayra Bueno Silva via Dr. Stoppage in the second round. I actually picked her to actually beat. Did I? I'm lying. I can't remember actually. But I was very critical of Bueno Silva in that particular fight. So in all honesty, I'm not surprised that she actually won that fight. But I mean, she's been facing pretty decent competition. Um, let's look at Ketlen Vieira's history. Damn, she's been fighting pretty decent competition as well. In fact, I would give her the advantage. I mean, it's not surprising that she's ranked so high above what do you call her, Macy Chiasson. But yeah, I don't know if I should even be reading these older fights. You know what? Let me just get through it. She beat Kelly Fazos. I don't know how to pronounce that. I don't even know if it even matters. And then she then beat, what do you call her? Ashley Evans Smith. Who are these people? Maybe I'm new to MMA, but damn. She then lost to Sarah McMahon. Oh no, I think she beat Sarah McMahon. That's impressive. Is it though? I don't know. Um, and then she beat Kat Zingano. Yeah, she beat Kat Zingano. I can't remember what actually. It doesn't really show what happened between her and Irene Aldana, but I would assume she lost. Okay, let me not actually assume. So and then she then went to she went on to beat I don't know how to pronounce her name properly. Saijara Eubanks. Yeah, Saijara Eubanks. That's a very tough girl, you know. Then she went on to lose to is it Santos? Caitlin, is it? Oh, Yana Santos. Yes, she then went on to lose to Yana Santos. I've been saying that Yana Santos is actually pretty decent. I just hate the fact that she's so inconsistent. I feel like she's killing her career. She's one of those girls who should have been a top five staple, you know. But it feels like some camps she takes seriously, some camps she doesn't. She has the skills to actually be a top five content. I think even if she wasn't a champion, she should have been one of those girls who constantly keep on getting in and out of the top five. You know, I think she's good enough to do that, but I mean, she doesn't seem to be taking her career seriously. She beat Misha Tate. Okay, I mean it wasn't 2021, so I guess that's kind of impressive. She then beat Holly Holm. It was in 2022. Uh, Still outside of a prime, but still I think a pretty decent win. Lost to Raquel Pennington. Um, beat Penny Kianzad again. I think didn't they fight before, and then lost to Kayla Harrison. I mean via decision, which is kind of impressive. This could mean two things. It either means Kayla Harrison is overrated, or it might potentially mean that she's actually quite good. But when you look at the people that she's been able to beat, um, people she's beaten a couple of former champions, to be honest. So that's quite impressive. Hello, guy. How are you, man? Welcome to the stream. So I don't know how you feel about that, but it is what it is. As far as the reach, who has the reach advantage? Okay, Macy Chiasson has a massive reach advantage. She has a five. Is it a five? No, a 4-inch reach advantage. That's massive. That's massive, especially considering Macy Chiasson usually prefers to strike, right? So that's a massive reach advantage. As far as finishing abilities, I'm going to go with Macy Chiasson. She has a 60% finishing rate, whereas Ketlen Vieira, is it her name? Yeah. Ketlen Vieira has a 43% finishing rate. But in women's MMA, that's actually quite high, sadly. Macy Chiasson is going to have the volume advantage. Technical striking ability, I think she's going to be defensively better. So on the feed, I expect Macy Chiasson to just put on a masterclass. On the ground, I don't know, man. I just feel like on the ground they might cancel out each other. So I feel like this fight is going to play out on the feet. Both are pretty decent as far as striking goes. Um, so I don't know. Let's actually. I think Macy Chiasson shoots a lot more takedowns, but that really doesn't mean much if you're not as successful. Um, Ketlen Vieira is a pretty decent grappler. It showed in the fight against what do you call her? Um, I just forgot her name, and she's fighting pretty soon. Let me actually just check it now. Kayla Harrison, yes, she actually performed quite well against Kayla Harrison. So it shows like her defensive wrestling is pretty impressive. The mere fact that she was able to survive that long against someone who's been running through everyone with a grappling. Kayla Harrison actually had to win via decision. And even though Ketlen Vieira is a little bit older now, it's still quite impressive for her to have actually performed like that against Kayla Harrison. So as far as the grappling goes, I feel like Macy Chiasson is pretty decent enough to actually avoid the grappling exchanges and keep it standing. And on the feet, I just feel like she's going to outclass her. She's going to pick her apart, and she's going to actually either finish her via knockout or win a decision. I feel that confidently. The reason why is, let me just summarize my reasoning. Grappling wise, I think both of them are pretty decent as far as grappling goes. So I think Macy Chiasson has pretty decent, um, what do you call it, fight IQ. So I think she's going to be able to avoid the grappling exchanges. She's going to have the reach advantage. She's going to have the volume, the technical striking ability. She's going to have the striking defense. So I think she's a little bit younger. I don't know, man. Even in this situation, the experience doesn't count because I feel like Macy Chiasson has also faced the like high level high level competition. So I don't think it's going to make any difference, to be honest. So I'm pretty confident that Macy Chiasson is going to get this one done. If she doesn't win, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think this is one of the few fights that I would say I'm pretty confident in, but it's women's MMA. You should never be confident in in any women's fight. But this is one of those fights that I'm like, Chesan should definitely win this fight. If she doesn't, I don't know. Like, she's never going to be a champion, I guess. Um, Let me respond to you guys so I can bounce. Um, Rotan Kasen. Salam alaikum, brother. Wa alaikum assalam, my brother. Ratan Kasen, where are you from? I'm from South Africa. Guys, this concludes my breakdowns for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Go through the entire channel if you're new. Even if you are watching this after I'm done streaming, join me tomorrow. I'm trying to be a bit more consistent with my timing because in the past I used to stream at different times whenever I felt like it. So I'm starting this week. If you've noticed, I've been streaming around the same time. So I'm going to start doing this. This is the time I'm going to be streaming around, going forward, because I think it's best for everyone globally. Whether you're from South Africa, the United States, it feels like this is the perfect time for everyone. So this is around this time, this when I'm going to be streaming. And you don't even have to guess. I normally schedule my streams hours before, so you can actually just check in your time zone what time I'm going to be live. Sometimes I'm a little bit late, but if I schedule a stream, trust me, I'm going to be there. Right? I wouldn't schedule it if I didn't have plans to be there. Even if I'm late, I'm going to get there. So I'll try to be on time, but sometimes I'm late. But just know it's gonna happen. I love and appreciate all of you. Thank you for the support. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Until then, deuces.